So I would recommend that course for you if you're really struggling with vocab, because it's a 12-week course, and it's hard to express everything in this video, but basically a couple tips, I guess, would be when you're learning through context. Let's say you read an article, okay? Talk about that article with somebody, okay? Have a partner that you study with. We have partners, we have groups in my course, and I have the students do their projects together, because then they can discuss it, they can talk about the vocab, they have so much more fun. When your learning experience is memorable, when it's fun, when it's memorable, you will retain more of what you study and learn. How can we pronounce these words? Okay, so is that. Okay, so you do the Z sound, is, and then you quickly get into position for the TH. Is that right? Is that right? Now, here's a cool tip, you guys. The TH, sometimes we can make the sound without fully pushing the tongue between the teeth. So you don't have to say, is that right? Okay? You can have it right behind. Let me get close. I really want you guys to see this, because this is a question I get quite a lot, okay? Is that right? Is that right? Is that little line of tongue that you just saw is me making a TH, okay? Is that right? Is that right? So you don't have to go, is that, because again, remember how we've been talking this whole lesson about the tongue doing trying, I don't want to say being lazy, because it's not lazy. The tongue is efficient, okay? The tongue is efficient, and it's not going to go into places it does not need to be to produce certain sounds, okay? So you don't have to do is and then is that right, because it feels awkward, it's hard. So just barely have the tongue behind the teeth, okay? Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? Okay? And you will make the sound. Just whatever you do, don't keep your jaw closed and stay in the S position. Don't do that, because then you'll say, or the Z position, because then you'll say, is that right? Is that? And then you're doing a Z instead of a TH, okay? And we want to be really clear. Then we have does that. Look, you don't even see my tongue coming out for the TH. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because you can do the TH again right behind, but and you know why this works? Because from the front view, it looks like there's no space. But look from underneath. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to show you this angle. Let me see how I can do this. Hang on. See, I can't see the camera, so I can't see how I'm going to do this. Hang on. Is that right? I don't know if you can see it, because I can't look at myself while I'm showing you the underside of my face, okay? But you can see, here, I'll just show you with my hands. You can see that the way the mouth is designed, okay, the lower jaw usually, not for everybody, but it's under a little bit, and the upper teeth come out here. So the tongue, okay, there is a little space right here where it can go in between the teeth to make that TH sound, but you don't necessarily fully see it because the top teeth might be blocking it a little bit, but the tongue is still getting in the right position. And you will see sometimes when I make the TH, it's super obvious. You can pause my video and you'll see my tongue go from here to here. Like, that's crazy. Look at that, like crazy big TH sound. But you don't always have to make your TH that big. Remember, we talked about emphasizing certain parts of sentences, exaggerating, etc. You can play with your voice, with your mouth, with all these things to do these things. It's not that, oh, the TH is always pronounced like this, or the L is always pronounced like this. You really want to get away from these rules and believing stuff always has to be a certain way, because then you won't feel the freedom to play with your voice. Okay? And you need to play with your voice to just, first of all, find your own voice, your own sound, and how you want to sound in English, but also to be more expressive and practice new sounds. Okay, and final one, what's What's that? What's that? Let's get close. Up close and personal. What's that? What's that? What's that? So there is a little space here where my tongue is going. What's that? Okay? You guys, that was a great question. Mohammed, we give you a round of applause for asking that and for giving those examples, because this is something I've been wanting to teach for a long time.